Welcome back to Guide with Samuel. Today we're tackling a common Excel frustration, when your formulas show as text instead of displaying calculated results. Whether you're seeing the actual formula in the cell, getting errors, or just seeing static text, I've got you covered with these practical solutions. Let's start with the quickest and most common fixes. This issue usually comes down to cell formatting or Excel settings that need adjustment. First, let's check the most obvious setting. Select the cell showing the formula, then press Ctrl+1 to open the Format Cells dialog. Make sure the cell isn't formatted as text. If it is, change it to General or another appropriate format. Then double-click the cell and press Enter to refresh the calculation. If that doesn't work, let's check Excel's Formula Display setting. Go to the Formulas tab in the ribbon and look in the Formula Auditing group. Make sure Show Formulas isn't highlighted or turned on. If it is, click it once to turn it off and display results instead of formulas. Now, let's check if calculation is set to manual. Go to Formulas and Calculation options and make sure Automatic is selected. If it's set to manual, your formulas won't recalculate until you press F9. This is a common issue, especially if you've inherited someone else's spreadsheet. If you're still seeing formulas instead of results, let's check for leading apostrophes or spaces. Sometimes data imported from other systems includes invisible characters that force Excel to treat content as text. Try using the trim and clean functions to remove extra spaces and non-printing characters. For more stubborn cases, let's try the old-fashioned method. Select the problematic cell, press F2 to edit, then immediately press Enter. This often forces Excel to recognize and calculate the formula properly. If you're working with numbers that won't calculate, they might be stored as text. Look for the small green triangle in the corner of cells. This indicates numbers stored as text. Select the cells, click the warning icon that appears, and choose Convert to Number. Here's a pro tip. If you're copying formulas from other sources like websites or documents, try pasting them into Notepad first to remove any hidden formatting, then copy from Notepad into Excel. As a last resort, you can use the value function to force conversion. For example, if A1 contains a number stored as text, you can use equals value, A1, to convert it to a real number that can be used in calculations. I know how frustrating it is when Excel won't calculate your formulas properly, especially when you're working with important data. One of these solutions should get your formulas working correctly. For most users, checking the cell format or calculation options does the trick. If this guide helped you resolve your Excel formula issues, I'd really appreciate if you could hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more office troubleshooting guides. Let me know in the comments which solution worked for you. Thanks for watching.